Hello, and welcome to another episode of Blocky Music. I've got the two usual suspects. I've got Janet, and I've got Alyssa. Say hello.
I said hello already. Sorry, I interrupted.
Whoopsies. Anyway, we are here, and we're going to be doing Knight's Journey of Dreams, the stage themes. This is a magical game, and it's not really blocky music in the sense of what we usually record. But
it's game music.
It is game music, so yeah. So you know what? We're just gonna start. Here we go.
Amazing. Beautiful. Eloquent as they say.
All right, Eloquent Echo. I'm gonna start with Alyssa.
He's like, I already know what Janet's gonna say, so let me start with the other one. I mean, I've watched you play Knights, so I know what it's about. I really like this tune. It very nice. It very calming, but it does have like a nice upbeat melody to it, even though it's pretty relaxed and chill. It's pleasant. I enjoy the Eloquent Echo. I would give it's definitely high 4, if not a 5. I don't remember these other ones, but this is a good one for me. So at the very least it's getting a 4.
Okay, Janet. Let's see what you have to say.
Oh man. I too have watched Victor play it because I cannot play Knights for. I just can't play it. I've tried. He tried teaching me. I sucked at it. So I watched. I don't remember what the game is about, but I will tell you this soundtrack on my normal YouTube channel. I have this soundtrack saved. All the YouTube videos. This is amazing. I love it. I don't know what stage this is. Sounds beautiful. I see. Look, I don't want to give out 5s. I don't give out 5s often, but I don't want to give it out too often. We could change it after. I'm gonna give it a very, very high 4. Like so high it's almost 5, but it's just not there yet because I don't remember the rest songs.
Okay, cool. I will give it a 4. So you see how it has gray stars on it already? That's just because the whole album is rated on my thing, and that's what the whole as a whole that's what it gave the album based off my other ratings. So I very clearly also very much enjoy this album. There's definitely some bops, but Eloquent Echo, the first three that we're doing, they are Will's side. And Eloquent Echo is the one. I think it's like a forest, and there's missions where you're like going down a waterfall and like this kind of other stuff. But it's basically like a forest. And then the other three stages at the bottom, those are Helen's stages, which we'll get to when we get to that. But four stars. Okay. We're just going to move along to Wandering Wildness. This one I actually don't remember. I'd have to see what it is, and I'll pull it up while we're listening to it because I don't remember. If I see a picture, I'll be like, oh, it's that level. But just off the top of my head, it's been a decade since I've played Nights, maybe less, but it feels like it's been a decade. So here we go. All right. Alyssa, you can go first again.
We'll reserve Janet. Again, nice little beat. It almost, with the way it starts and with the way a lot of the instruments are handled, it almost sounds like a water level in a lot of places. It's called Wandering Wildness. And it does kind of jump around a lot, so it's sporadic, it's wild, right? It fits its name. The little guitar riff coming in. What is it? It almost kind of reminds me of some Kirby stuff. I don't know why. But I like this one. I would give it a 4. I'd probably keep it below Eloquent Echo. I think that one is a little bit better, in my opinion. I like that one better. But yeah, 4 for me.
Okay. I'll tell you guys what it is after. But Janet, what do you think?
I remember that this song didn't stand out to me as much as the rest. This was the song itself, I think is good, but when mixed with the other ones, I feel like I would, because I've heard the other ones and I like them more, I would have skipped this one. But the song itself, I think, is really cool. I want to give it like a. I don't know. Um, uh, a 4 because I did like there was a part where it sounded very like rock-ish, which I thought was cool. But yeah, I'll give it a 4.
All right. We're gonna give it a 4, and it's gonna go below Eloquent Echo. Wandering Wildness is it takes place in a desert,
Oh,
and it's an abandoned amusement park. So there's like parts where you're like on a roller coaster, and there's parts where you're kind of going around this whole thing. And this is Will's second stage. But yeah, it's very orange because takes place in like a desert. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I agree. I think I like Eloquent Echo more than this one, but it's still good. Just kind of like Janet was saying, I don't feel like it doesn't stick out as much. Like it's more just like it's there to fill the space, but it's not doing much more than that. It's not really popping out and creating anything. In comparison to Eloquent Echo, I think Eloquent Echo is just like, since it's the first stage you play, they usually go hard on the first stage. They're like, we need to capture the attention, so they like go all out on the first stage. I think that happens with like every video game. But next one, and this is Will's third and final level, Electrical Entertainment. All right, Alyssa, Electrical Entertainment.
Like this one. I really like how it starts. It has like the fun little like bongo kind of jazziness to it. And that comes in later on in the song. I do kind of wish they did more with that. I really like towards the end of the song where it's not chiptune, but it kind of is like mimicking the beep boops towards the end. This is the last stage, and normally you'd be like, ooh, it's gotta be like hardcore, right? Like, but the kind of game Knights is, it's almost kind of fitting that, like, as the songs go on, at least in this little set, they kind of get, more relaxed in a way. Uh, I don't know. I really like this one. I'd give it a 4. Um, at the very least, I would personally put it above Wandering Wildness, but that's just me.
Okay. No, I mean that's fair. That's why we're doing this. We got to figure out what's the creme de la creme. Janet, what do you got?
Well, I agree with Alyssa. It's calm, not calm, but like relaxing, I think is the word that she used. Because it felt very like, it felt like I was, like it felt end credits, but also like elevator music. Very relaxing. Is this, I don't know if this is the stage where like, I don't want to say it's, like, what's the place called where you gamble?
Oh, casino.
Yeah, like a casino vibes. I just know there is a stage where like you are flying above a gigantic, like, I think it's called roulette.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is that one. I really doubt it, but that's what came to mind.
It is this one.
Ooh, look at my little noodle working overtime. So yeah, uh, I I don't know if I like it that much to be a 4 though.
Oh.
Because, like I said, it's very like mellow.
She not giving me crap for, like, you better rate this well, and now she's dishing
I
out.
said rate it well. That doesn't mean rate it at like a 5. Rate it for what it's supposed to be, man.
Damn.
Yeah,
Keep it
a
true.
4.
Damn.
I'm gonna say a high 3, but 4 is fine. It would be the lowest of the 4 of the, for right now, the 4 that we have. The 3, sorry.
Okay. So Alyssa wanted it above wildness. Janet wanted to give it a 3. So I think the best thing to do is make it a 4, but have it be at the bottom of the 4s. That sounds like a good middle ground. Unless you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but that to me sounds like the most even.
I mean, you're both wrong, but hey.
I'm not agreeing. I'm not agreeing. I am merely saying that if one wants a 3 and one wants a high 4, I think a low 4 is the best we can do.
I know. You have to break. You have to break the no. Shut up, Janet.
I mean, me personally, it would go above wildness, but that's just me.
What the world?
So
how the tables have turned. Wow.
So Electrical Entertainment takes place in Delight City is the name of the place. It starts off in a playground, and then you transition into a like city, like a nightlife city type thing. And it's not really a casino. I don't think. I think it's more. It's something basically, but it's more like nighttime, like, and that's why it has that like jazzy feel to it.
Nightlife is the feeling. Nightlife.
Yeah, like nightlife, but like back in the day nightlife, like, like in the like in the 30s where you're walking down the street, everyone's wearing like a suit and a hat, and then there's just like jazz playing in the background, like that kind of night.
Okay.
So yeah, that is that. It is Will's third one. Apparently, it's supposed to symbolize like his growth from like a child to like becoming older, which is why it goes from a playground to more like a that kind of thing. Yeah. So I mean, I like it. It is. I remember specifically this one. One of the missions, you don't have knights and you just play as Will, and you have to like run around this like maze. And it was like the longest level, and you don't play as knights. I remember hating it because like each stage has 5 missions, and the middle weird one was always like, I think in Eloquent Echo, Knights turns into a raft, and you're going down a river. In Sweeping Seashore, which is next, there's a thing where you have to collect bubbles to make like a really giant bubble. Crystal Choir has a thing where you have to play the Knights tune in tune with the.
Is it the tree?
That's the tree with the music notes. And then this one had one like out of all the things they could have done, they just do it's just a maze that you're running around and trying not to like lose because it's like a 10-minute long run around in like a maze with really wonky controls. So I used to hate this map, but looking back, I'm like, no, it's a cool one. So that's Electrical Entertainment. The next one is called Sweeping Seashore. So you can imagine what it probably looks like. Here we go. All right. This time we'll switch it over. We'll start with Janet.
This sounded very much like an like a typical anime beach scene where they're just having a fun time. It's like a montage of them splashing water at each other, and then there's probably the one nerdy like character like drops something. It was very happy, very innocent. I really, really like this one. I'm gonna give it a 4. And I think it goes, I know it goes up there, but I just don't know where. I don't remember Wandering Wilderness, so I'm gonna put it below the Wilderness.
Okay. Alyssa, what do you think?
I really like that one. As Janet said, I mean, it definitely has that tropical beach, I'm on vacation situation going on. It's good. It's kind of like Eloquent Echo, where it's a little bit more upbeat, I think. I mean, I guess we have to hear the other two in this little set. I would give it a 4. I would probably put it up with Eloquent Echo, like below Eloquent Echo. That would be me.
Okay. So this map is called Aqua Garden. As you can tell by the name of the map of the song, and also by the how it sounds. And it's like this underwater garden with like fountains, and there's fish everywhere, and I think there's like a boat, like a sunken ship somewhere that you can like fly by. But yeah, it's Helen's first level. And I will say I agree. I think this is one of the better tracks. And I would put it here under Eloquent Echo, above Wildness.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
Yeah, like it definitely has that like light and airy feel, and especially if it's because you can choose if you want to use if who you want to play as. You can choose Will or Helen, and you can play each story individually, and both of them have a very like fun and inviting feel to them. They're kind of bouncy and like upbeat, and yeah, I mean it's the beginning of the adventure. Everything is fun in games. Also, side note, just based off of this, the composer for this song is actually, I think, one of the people who did a lot of the music for Sonic Colors. And we will eventually do Sonic Colors. And I was like, oh man, this sounds like them getting started and like eventually evolving into Sonic Colors. So I just thought it was interesting that I can hear some of the little motifs and like the little things that they do. Because I've heard the Sonic Colors soundtrack so much. All right. The next one is called Merry Memory Go Round. This is Helen's second level. All right, Merry Memory Go Round, and I will correct myself. This is actually, I messed them up. I didn't put them in order. This is Helen's third stage. This is her final stage.
Wow.
So I got them mixed up. So I'm sorry. But Janet, this is the. I mean, just go. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh, I was gonna say that it sounds so. I don't know. I need more words in my vocabulary. It sounds great.
It good. They made it good.
It's very nice. God, I can't believe I have no words to describe the way that I'm feeling. It's a good song. Don't know. I need synonyms. It was cheerful. I really liked when it started going upbeat, like a little faster, a little higher. I don't know, sounding. Towards the end was the part that I liked the most. It didn't sound too much like a merry-go-round until the very end, which I liked. Or at least I didn't feel like they pushed it too much until the very end, where it's like, oh yeah, this is like a carnival feeling. Like, I think remember last time we did like a Sonic game where it was literally just the carnival song.
Yeah.
This one was nice. I didn't feel like it was just shoved down my throat. So I really liked it. I'm gonna give it a 4, and I would like it to be right below Sweeping Seashore, but that's it's up to Fig. See
All
what
right.
she thinks.
Okay, Fig. What does Fig think?
She also really liked this song. It's very melancholy in the way.
Ooh, look at those
that-
college words.
How dare you? How dare you?
It good versus the ambience created by the melancholy sounds. It just creates such.
How dare you, Fig? How dare you?
Get good, Janet.
Oh,
It's
man.
it's very melancholy and whimsical. It has
Ooh.
this nice it has this
Very
nice like do 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 like in the background, like in the very very background. I love this. I love the way this song develops until the very end where it sounds like a fucking circus. I hate that part. Because I was like, oh man, I really like this. This is so relaxing. Like, this is nice and ambient. I can listen to this whenever. And then it does that. Because I was like, I'm going to give this a 5. And that makes that, and just that ending part, I'm like, it can be a 4. It can be where Janet wants it. I would have given it a 5. They had to ruin it at the end. But other than that, like, if they splice that out, it would be beautiful and perfect.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so I heard 4 here. Yeah, this was hard because I'm like in between. I understand both sides of the merry-go-round part. It's not overdone like when we did Carnival Night in Sonic 3, where it was just like, is it just this 10-second loop for 8 minutes? Like, this one definitely it just kind of like comes in at the end to like complete the song. It did kind of feel like I was like, what the okay. But I didn't hate it. Like, it didn't overstay its welcome. So but I can see how like it can, because it's very different than the rest of the song.
Yeah, it's very jarring.
But overall, like I mean, I didn't
Now
mind
you're
it.
just throwing words.
I think it did resolve the song really well though, because it did kind of give you like a nice thing at the end to just kind of like, because when it starts again and it starts doing like the like I don't know if it's like a xylophone or what that plays in the beginning with the little like do 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 like that kind of thing. But the harshness of the merry-go-round thing and then having that like stop and then that gentle sound comes back in is a really nice way to loop it. So I can see both sides. You know, I can go either way on that one. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was really good. And yeah, I do apologize. That is actually Helen's final stage. It is a forest. It is a forest that called Memory Forest, and it's about her, like where all her memories live in her dream, and it's about a lot of things from her childhood because she's supposed to be like 12 or 13 or something. So it's things from when she was a kid. I mean, she's still a kid, but you know what I mean. And the merry-go-round was one of those things that is in the stage, and it kind of, that's why it has that kind of that feel. Cool. And then the last one we're doing is actually, unfortunately, we're backwards, but it is her second stage, and it's called Crystal Choir. All right, Janet, Crystal Choir.
So peaceful. I loved it. Like most songs, I'm like, I need it to be in my face for me to enjoy it. No, this one was awesome.
Smack
This
you
one-
upside the head.
This one was great. I have some synonyms, guys. The beat in the
God.
background was exceptional. Right.
Yes.
I like that they were using a lot of like wind instruments. Like she plays the violin. I don't know what the other guy does. Doesn't he play like soccer?
He plays
or
soccer,
something?
yeah.
Yes, whatever. So this guy, I really like the like the light-hearted feeling. What I wrote down. Again, I took notes. And then the last thing is the use of choir is what I wrote down. I wanted to add more to it, but just really in a trance with this song. It was great. I want to put it below merry-go-round. I just don't like Will's stages, honestly, except for Eloquent Echo.
Okay.
All of Helen's are good.
Alyssa, what do you think? What do you got?
Like Crystal Choir, very calming, very easy to listen to. Also, yes, the way the choir comes in is very nice. That's what merry-go-round should have done, and not just like done an abrupt change in your face. But I think this song flows really well. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of just like going through a nice, pretty little peaceful forest in an RPG. It's soothing. It's I don't know. This song is just pleasant. Me personally, I would give this one a 5. I really like this one. Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling once we redo the re-listen, some of these are going to turn into 5s.
Yes.
I will start this at a 5. And we're gonna redo them all, so we'll kind of go from there. Crystal Choir is Helen's second stage. Well, the music for second stage. It's called Crystal Castle is the name of the stage, which is why in the beginning it had this kind of like I forget what the name of that instrument is, but it has that very like traditional castle music that you would think of, or like the instrument anyway. And this is straight from the Wikipedia, the NiGHTS Wikipedia. Crystal Castle is a dream world representing the fragility of Helen's heart, with almost everything made of crystalline glass. The outside of the castle looks like a desert area. So, yeah, this is about this stage is about her and her feelings and her heart and how fragile it is, because I think all of the kids are like problem kids, or not. They're not problem kids, but they all have like stuff going on, which is why NiGHTS gets involved and is like, we're gonna fix you and make you all happy. But yeah, I mean, I really like this one. I think it's very pleasant to listen to. And one thing I noticed, and Janet kind of said it because she was like, "Oh, I don't really like Will's songs. They're then Helen's are a lot more. You know, I like them a lot better." I noticed while we were listening to these, Will's songs are in your face, and they're kind of just like more I mean, they have more energy, like they're more frantic, and all of Helen's stages are very delicate and like calm and soothing.
She's a delicate lady.
And I think that's really cool, because I never really noticed it, but like after listening to these, and then Janet said something, I was like, you know what, like, yeah, like if I think of like Wandering Wilderness, Janet even said it. She's like, oh, I really like the part. It kind of had like this kind of like rockish feel to it. And then I remember Electrical Entertainment has like the big band, like kind of like high energy thing, and then Eloquent Echo's a little bit calmer, but even then, like it has like a very fast like flow to it. Whereas all of Helen's are very like light, and there's a lot of wind and like mallet instruments like marimbas and cymbals and marimbas and like xylophones and that kind of stuff. So I just think it's interesting that we're like, seems like we're gravitating towards the lighter ones as opposed to the heavier ones. And they're, it was done on purpose, obviously, because they wanted Helen's music to be more light. Cool. So now we have to go through these again. And we're going to start with Eloquent Echo. We just heard Crystal Choir, which we're going to put at a 5 because I like it a lot. I think we all liked it a lot. Janet's immediate, her first thing she said, I think, was like, I really like it. So
Yes.
I think we all had a really positive feeling about this song. And like I said, I think the first ones always go up because once we've heard everything, it's like, oh, you know what? I kind of do like this song. So Eloquent Echo. All right. Sweeping Seashore. Merry-go-round. All right, I'll stop there. Janet, how are you feeling about those three?
Eloquent Echo and Sweeping Seashore as they are, but like in those spots, but as a 5.
Okay. Alyssa, how do you feel? Hello?
Can agree with that.
Like, what did she, is she gone? She fall asleep?
No. I was like, I can agree. Make those 5s, leave them.
Okay.
Leave them in place.
And then we'll leave merry-go-round as is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last two. All right. Janet.
I was thinking of switching the wilderness with the merry-go-round. I don't know. Thoughts? Electrical entertainment. That could stay where it's at.
Okay, Alyssa.
But
Okay. No.
Oh.
See. I really
Just
like merry-go-round. I'm not gonna lie, but
what?
that part at the end, it kills
Fine.
me. It does. Um. Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, let's
See,
play the part that we're referring to. Okay, that's the for reference for
yeah, it's
For viewers at
so
home.
yeah.
yeah, it's just so clunky compared to the rest of the song. Like I get what you mean about the transition. It's a good way to loop the song. It's just so disconnected and so different, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing. And yeah, it's short, but it's just jarring. It's too different, I think. So as much as I like the rest of the song, I want to put merry-go-round at the bottom um
Of all of them?
of all of them.
Whoa.
I know. And it's just because of that, because I think all the other songs, they change it up, right? They do something a little different, but I don't feel like what they do is so disjointed compared to what that one does. It's too different compared to what everything else is in the song. That's just me. Again, I really like that song. I said I would have given that a 5. But that like I said, it's clunky. It's like the pacing changes too much for me when they do the little circus thing in there.
Wow.
So I would personally put merry-go-round at the bottom.
Oof.
Um
Okay. While we're discussing all this, these three that we have, the bottom 3,
yeah.
are they all 4 stars?
See, I originally wanted Electrical Entertainment above Eloquent Echo. Because we only listened to like a snippet of the song right now. And I do like Wandering Wilderness, but if I remember how all the songs go, I think I liked Electrical Entertainment more. So I do think I would make that one a 5-star and put it above Eloquent Echo, and then I would put Merry-Go-Round at the bottom. That's what I would do.
Jesus Christ, Janet, and what did you say?
Basically, leave Electrical Entertainment at the bottom.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
merry-go-round, I didn't hate it that much for it to go all the way at the bottom. If Wandering Wilderness gets to be scooched up, I'm fine with that. Then the other two can be just however
It's
Alyssa
literally
said, but
just because of the ending of Merry-Go-Round, okay? Like I said, all of the other songs, they do something similar where they have like different parts in them, but that one is too much.
like if we could just move them around, that's fine, but I don't think any of them should be a 5. How about that?
So what I'm hearing is merry-go-round,
merry-go-down. Ah,
and then I
So
think
good.
that's what I'm hearing. But I'm
Yeah,
also
basically.
hearing this because out of everything, and we kind of talked about this when we looked at Wildness. You guys haven't said anything about that song. You guys have ignored it while you're discussing entertainment and go merry-go-round. And we literally talked about this song, how it just kind of exists. Like, yeah, like out of all of them, it's the one that's just kind of there. And the fact that you guys have not really been saying anything about it kind of proves that point that it's there and it's not bad, but it's not great. It just kind of they needed 6.
He's funneling the information we're telling him through his brain, and then he's regurgitating what we should be saying.
That's what am I wrong? Am I wrong, Janet? Am I wrong? I don't hear any rebuttals. That's just
I do know that let's roll the clip of when he mentioned it being like a whatever song, and then he brought it up again right now. I'm like, sounds very much like this is the route that you want to take, Mr.
My God. Okay. Well,
I mean, it's also, he is the tiebreaker, Janet. So, I mean, at the end of the day.
Well, here's the
Thank
thing.
you.
Like, it does bring electrical entertainment up, not to where, Alyssa wants it, but it brings it up. Merry-Go-Round is not at the bottom because Janet said it should not be at the bottom. And then, like I said, you guys didn't really say much about Wandering Wildness. Like, you guys have no strong feelings toward it.
Okay.
So, I don't know. For me, that's kind of what it sounds like, to at least to make it to where you both are, like, semi-content with the final results.
Are you content, Janet?
I mean, yes. Yes, I am. Because my top
Fine.
3 are there. So,
And, like,
It's
that's
fine.
not saying that the bottom 3 are bad. Like, there's still 4 stars. I mean, shit, we didn't give any 1 stars. Or 2 stars. We didn't even consider a 3-star. Like, they're all good.
Janet did.
Well, she did, but she's harsh with her ratings. But so still, regardless, at the end of the day, it's 5s and 4s, which is not bad. So we're gonna leave it at that. I think that's a good thing. So now there is one extra stage. I'm not gonna put it on here, and I didn't put it on here because I don't know, like it's a remix of the main theme. So I feel like it's not really its own song. So I didn't put it on here, but there is one at the end called Bell Bridge, where it's like the final stage, and the city, because they live in London, so you basically fly around London at night. It's a really cool stage, but the song that plays in it, the song that plays in it is actually the same song that plays in the first game. They just reused it for the second game, so I feel like it doesn't really count as a stage theme, because it's not new or unique to this game. So anyway, all that being said, I'm gonna have Alyssa, off of these stage themes for Night's Journey of Dreams, what is your final rating out of 10?
I would say this gets a solid 9 out of 10 for me, because if we're basing it off of the star ratings, I would give, like, there would be 4 or 5 stars, 2 4s, and the 4s aren't even, like, bad. There's just, like, little parts of them that I'm not a fan of. So I would give it a 9 out of 10. Good, nice. You need chill music? Here's your chill music, lads. There you go.
Okay. And then Janet, what is your out of 10? What do you think?
Oof. I'm gonna give it like an 8. That's it.
See, I told you she's harsh with her ratings.
Yeah. It's not harsh. There's 3 5 stars. That's an 8.
I'm just saying.
Problem.
I'm just saying. She started with, I don't want to give this a 5-star. I don't know what the rest are gonna sound like.
What the rest are going to sound like? What you mean?
Okay, cool. Well, anyway, that's that. You heard it here, folks. One of the highest rated so far on both counts. You guys both really like this one. I think the only one that comes to mind that was like really, really high is Mega Man X. But I mean, that's hard to compete with. That's a bop from beginning to end. Cool. Well, that's Night's Journey of Dreams. Thanks for listening to us talk about this not so blocky music, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.